Okay, so this is how you understand how pepper species hybridize. Pepper species are capsicum. This is a capsicum phylogenetic tree, a capsicum family tree. In non-scientific terms, a pepper family tree. So the peppers that we know are part of the annum, the most cultivated species, Capsicum annum, Capsicum chinense, Capsicum frutescens. Those are all in that green section. Capsicum bacanthum are also a whole different kind of other species of peppers. This includes your ají amarillo, ají panca, ají limo, all those kind of peppers. They all belong there. Now, we understand, how do we read this phylogenetic tree? We take the notes of understanding which species are already confirmed to cross. And we can use that knowledge as an inference to understand what else is also possibly crossable. So you can see over here in the annum group, we do know that Capsicum annum and Capsicum chinense cross very easily. And also, they cross very easily with Capsicum frutescens. All of those species, Capsicum annum, Capsicum chinense, Capsicum frutescens, all very easily cross together. So much so that they basically become a species complex. Now, there's debate whether this whole entire group is considered one super highly diverse species or if it's all just a big species complex. But regardless of which you think it is, all of those taxa, all of those plants, all those species can hybridize with each other easily. All the species in the Bacanthum group all hybridize easily. So what we learned when reading this phylogenetic tree is each group, let's say the green nicely color coded, that all hybridizes with each other. The yellow one, all nicely color coded, all hybridize with each other easily. Now, this branch right here, this spot right here, there is some actual hybridization flow between these two groups, the Bacanthum group and the Annum group. But it is less common, a little bit more difficult, a little bit more outside the box kind of methods. Hybrids between the two do happen, but they happen rarely. And you can encourage them if you do some outside the box breeding methods like mentor pollination and mentor grafting. You can get those two to cross. And that's actually one of the things I want to do to get those two species across. They are both sister to each other. So there is a little bit of gene flow. Outside of that, you have the Torvei cry, Torvei. I don't even know how to pronounce this shit. Whatever. That Clyde right there is outside that group. Now, more importantly, the other types of cultivated capsicum species are the pubescents. These are the black seeded groups. These over here have white seeds. Both the Bacanthum species have white seeds. The Anna species have white seeds. The pubescents over here have black seeds. Hybridization between Bacanthum annums and pubescents don't really flow together. They don't work and they don't set seed. They're very unfertile. Basically, it's way too wide of a jump for the crosses to actually happen. I don't want to discourage you and say, "Oh no, not everything's impossible." No, nothing is truly impossible, especially when plant hybridizations happen. But I just want you to know that it is going to be way too hard of a cross to do. I don't want to discourage you, but I want you to know that you're up for a challenge if you try to cross pubescens and anambaganthums together. That being said, I still want to encourage you, and making such crosses would be too epic to do. Outside of that whole group, you get all of these other capsicum peppers. Now, these are more of like the wild capsicum species, like flexulosum, all that. They're all just wild species. And you see, each group is nicely color coded. So that's great. Basically, we can assume that each group in here all have hybridization potential. I have not yet explored how the species hybridize between all the wild species. I don't have all those species. I don't have a place to cross them. So I can't test it myself, nor do I know anyone else who's crossing them and can test it. So yeah, we're just going to have to not know for now. However, over here, the Andean group right here, these species